Yo, what's up, bros? PewDiePie here, and today we're diving deep into the world of Blox Fruits. It's a crazy awesome Roblox game where you can become a master swordsman or a powerful fruit user. Trust me, the fruits in this game are insane. They give you wild abilities and can totally change the way you play. You can transform, fly, control elements, and unleash some seriously epic attacks. But among these legendary fruits, there was one that lived in infamy. One that players avoided like the plague, one that was known as the absolute worst. Yeah, you guessed it, we're talking about the Falcon fruit. Now, before the rework, the Falcon fruit was the laughingstock of Blox Fruits. Seriously, people would rather eat a gum fruit in real life than touch this thing. It was that bad. Players considered it a curse, a burden to carry. Imagine grinding for hours, getting your hopes up for a powerful fruit, and then BAM! You get stuck with the Falcon. I feel you, man. It was a tough time for anyone who dared to try and make this fruit work. So, what made the Falcon fruit so terrible? Well, for starters, it was supposed to be all about flight, right? Like a majestic falcon soaring through the sky, but in reality it was more like a drunken seagull trying to land on a windy day. The controls were clunky, the speed was abysmal, and the stamina drained faster than my patience during a horror game. And if you thought the flight was bad, the attacks were even worse. They were weak, slow, and about as effective as throwing a marshmallow at a brick wall. But then, something amazing happened. The developers, bless their souls, heard the cries of the players. They knew the Falcon fruit needed some serious love, and boy did they deliver. The rework was like watching a phoenix rise from the ashes. Everything about it changed, from the flight mechanics to the attack animations. It was like a whole new fruit. The developers really listened to the community feedback and focused on addressing all the major issues. They revamped the flight system, making it smoother, faster, and way more enjoyable. They also completely redesigned the attacks, giving them more power, range, and visual flair. Section 5. Soaring to New Heights. Transformation of Abilities. With the rework, the Falcon fruit finally lived up to its name. You could zip through the sky with incredible speed and agility. The stamina management was also improved, allowing for longer flights and more aerial combat. And the attacks? Oh boy, the attacks were something else. The developers added new moves like a devastating dive bomb and a powerful aerial combo that could obliterate enemies. They even incorporated some cool visual effects, making the attacks look as epic as they felt. Section 6. From Zero to Hero Falcon's place in the meta. The rework completely changed the Falcon fruit's place in the Blox Fruits meta. It went from being the most hated fruit to one of the most sought after. Players who once scoffed at the sight of it were now grinding tirelessly to get their hands on it. And for good reason. The Falcon fruit became a top-tier choice for both PvP and PvE. Its mobility, damage output, and versatility made it a force to be reckoned with. Players were pulling off insane combos, dominating in battles, and exploring the world of Blox Fruits like never before. Section 7. Mastering the Falcon Tips and Tricks. Now I know what you're thinking. You want to master this bad boy, right? Well, here are a few tips from yours truly. First off, practice your flight controls. Get comfortable with maneuvering in the air and use your speed to your advantage. Second, learn the ins and outs of your attacks. Experiment with different combos and find what works best for you. And lastly, don't be afraid to get creative. The Falcon fruit is all about freedom and agility. Use it to explore the world, find secret areas, and surprise your opponents. Section 8. The Future of Falcon, Potential and Possibilities. The future of the Falcon fruit is looking brighter than ever. The developers have done an incredible job of transforming it into a top-tier choice, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for it next. Will we see even more powerful attacks? Enhanced flight mechanics? Maybe even some cool new transformations? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure. The Falcon fruit has cemented its place as a fan favorite in Blox Fruits. Section 9. Conclusion. The triumphant rise of the Falcon. So there you have it, bros. The story of the Falcon fruit is a true testament to the power of reworks and the dedication of the Blox Fruits developers. From being the most hated fruit to becoming a symbol of power and agility, the Falcon has truly soared to new heights. If you ever get your hands on this fruit, don't underestimate its power. Embrace the skies, master its abilities, and become the ultimate Falcon legend. Alright, that's it for me. PewDiePie out. Bye.